This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense lining up for a first down play. Here's the handoff. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree, arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen, and a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. The give on the inside. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Fires downfield. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown Sooners.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll run it. Jukes his way for more. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Potts. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking for space. It's Wilkins. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 7, Texas A&M 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On second down, they'll take to the air. Coming after it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Finds his man. It's Wilkins. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Trying the left side. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carries.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
They'll leave it with him. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He's looking to throw. Got enough space. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie. Timely decisions, effective play management helps him get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And he tacks on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's got great speed, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll go to the ground. Fights off a defender. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. And
hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
From the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down for the tackle.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
And the Sooners will move the sticks with the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The give to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Goes to the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and, well, there's no Darren McFadden out there. This group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Miami. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen,
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. The tag. Touchdown Sooners. And this defense coming out with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
there is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he knocks the extra point through the upright. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues.
He's going to throw deep right side. What a catch and what a throw along the sideline. Just sings it in there. A little Barishnikov for the toe tap.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. With the catch, it's Wilkins. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Power football with the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
He's tackled at the 23-yard line. Second down.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. Trying play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Trying to convert this second and short. Reads it, fires complete. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
He's back to throw on second down. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Working that left side.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. The inside handoff. Hard running there. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Hawkins. They get to him as he throws. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
And the Sooners are on the move. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, 2nd and goal that time, and instead of turning around and giving it to Mr. Dependable, you just let your quarterback do it himself. Up front, everybody's got to get low. It's low man wins. They're able to get a surge, and the quarterback plows in for the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Slips away. Quarterback moving. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
It's just so frustrating on a defense. I mean, you got great initial coverage. You understand 3rd and short. The ball might come out fast, and then what does the quarterback do? Scrambles around, buys time, gets the 1st down pretty easily. Now you got a new fresh set of downs, a new fresh set of problems.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, those big sticks give everybody juice. When you bring it and you fold somebody up like that on the offensive side of the football, everybody on defense gets excited. That Mike linebacker got in the backfield, got the tackle for a loss with authority.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Oklahoma 28, Texas A&M 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down. Defense gets the ball back for its own.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. And I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Fires left. Complete downfield. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You've got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get concerned, and they want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Pocket starts to collapse. Ball in the air, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Aggies. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They believe they can run right here. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Smashes through.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Looking to throw at Hawkins. Throws to the wideout. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.